A lot of people view simulation games as they're kind of easygoing zen games, and you can do a lot of different things in them. You can build cities and city skylines, make your own dinosaur park in Jurassic World Evolution, and make your own town of animals in Animal Crossing. But not all sim games are as bright and cheerful as that. Some are a little darker, even to the point of creating a plague to wipe out all of humanity. A game that's oddly popular right now with all of this coronavirus stuff going around. Here is my review of Plague Inc. Evolved for the Nintendo Switch. When it comes to gameplay, Plague Inc. is a simulation game. Across all the game modes, you'll be managing your own plague using points to upgrade it and racing against the clock to infect and destroy the world before a cure is developed. Now, first of all, there are many different versions of the game. The mobile version is only 99 cents, while the console version, or Evolved, is $14.99. So let's break down what's different between the two. In terms of overall content, there really isn't a difference. There was when Evolved first released back in 2015. It had a bunch of exclusive content that mobile didn't have access to. But thanks to more recent updates, the mobile version has access to them as well, you just gotta pay for it. And when it comes to money, it's pretty much the same between the two. You pay $15 for the console version that has everything unlocked. And on mobile, you pay 99 cents for the game plus another $12 or $13 to unlock all of the exclusive content that you've gotta pay for. As for the Switch version, however, it's mostly the same experience you'll get on the other consoles, but the multiplayer mode that was added later on is missing here. Now, as far as game modes are concerned, there's a fair amount of things that you can do. You've got the main campaign where you can play the game with a certain type of plague, from bacteria and viruses all the way to bioweapons, clearing the game with each one and unlocking the next. But you've also got official and custom scenarios to go through. Official scenarios are simulations of both fictitious and real-world pandemics like mad cow disease, the Ice Age, Black Death, and global warming. Custom scenarios, however, are much more interesting and very likely the reason that China has banned this game on PC and mobile. With the world currently struggling with the coronavirus pandemic, a lot of players are uploading their own variations of the COVID-19 and coronavirus on a daily basis. Now, once you get into the game, it's a real-time simulation game. Your goal is to start infecting the world from a country of your choice and evolving your disease until you either kill all of mankind or they create a cure and eradicate the plague. Now, you do this with DNA points and upgrades. You'll slowly gain DNA points as your plague infects more people and interacting with little icons that pop up on your map. Those points are used to upgrade its abilities, symptoms, and transmission traits. All of these have their own role and function. Transmission upgrades help how easily you can infect new people and countries, while symptoms increases the lethality of the virus, and abilities can help its resistance against medication along with survivability in different climates and environments. And some of the plagues have their own specific abilities exclusive to that disease, like the fungus's ability to create spores to easily infect nearby countries. But the difficulty starts coming in as the world reacts to your plague infecting it. Once they recognize and see it as a threat, countries will start developing a cure to eradicate the disease. Once the cure is developed, you'll automatically lose outside of very specific plagues. And you can slow this down in a number of ways, from popping little cure icons that pop up on your map, to getting certain upgrades that'll increase your plague's resistance and mess up mankind's focus on their research. There really is a balance here on what you should or shouldn't do and when you should do it. My main goal when I start a game is to use transmission and resistance upgrades early on so I can infect the entire world as quick as possible and hit them really hard later on with the more lethal symptoms once 100% of the population is infected. And it really is a game that keeps you on your toes but gets a little easier as you play through it. Although every plague is unique and requires different sorts of strategies, as you beat each one you'll unlock special traits that can upgrade the virus itself, like giving you extra DNA points or increasing random mutations you don't have to pay for. This all comes together to a surprisingly deep and good strategy game. It's also got a lot of content and length to it. A single run through the game on the faster speed can be done in as low as 20 or 30 minutes, though it'll probably last you a good 3 to 4 hours before you start learning efficiency and how to beat that first plague. And adding in almost a dozen plagues in the main scenario along with dozens of other things in official and custom scenarios, you've got a lot to do. Now let's dive into presentation, which honestly I don't have much to say about. The game's got some neat effects, but it's definitely not trying to wow you with amazing graphics. Though I will say it has some really nice background music that fits the Zen simulation game feel. I have no complaints when it comes to performance, so let's go right into battery life. On the original model, Plague Inc. Evolved has a battery range of 2 hours and 46 minutes up to 3 hours and 17 minutes. On the Nintendo Switch Lite, it has a range of 3 hours and 4 minutes up to 3 hours and 59 minutes. And on the V2 or Redbox 2019 model, it has a range of 4 hours and 2 minutes up to 5 hours and 10 minutes. In conclusion, this is a very difficult, deep, and dark sim game. Now on the downside, the lack of the multiplayer mode from PS4 and Xbox One is a bit of a downer, but if you want Plague Simulation on the go, it's still a very good game. Reviews to Go rates Plague Inc. Evolved for the Nintendo Switch a 9 out of 10. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.